So this could be audio. I only have a gaming mic right now, but I'm looking to eventually update. This is unnamed and just gonna kind of be for myself. It's gonna almost be like an audio diary, almost in a sense. I do keep like a journal, but I don't know. It just kind of seemed like fun to use my skills I'm gaining in school right now as technically as a media arts student at Tri-County. But I'll be taking radio production this upcoming semester, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm actually really into like audio and stuff. As much as I absolutely adore like editing videos and stuff, I really do love audio. So I don't know. This podcast is gonna just kind of be everything and anything. I'm obviously gonna edit down all of my ums because I say a lot because I'm one of those people. That was a lie. Not gonna edit out the ums. At least all of them. But I'll be editing down stuff, and I have a sailor's mouth, but for hopeful eventual monetization purposes, I will be either editing out any vulgar language or I'll be censoring it in some way, shape, or form. I am going to post after this. I will post what was technically my very first podcast. I made it for class. So I'm pretty sure I can post it. It's literally just it's me talking about the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I'll have to re-listen to it and maybe add and edit some stuff into it, but we'll figure it out as we go. A little bit of hydration. So this is gonna just kind of be, I guess, my life in a sense. Like, my life is kind of boring, but I got some mental health issues and some trauma I'm starting to work through. And I should really probably try to soundproof my room if I'm gonna do this, because I can't. I'll have to keep a headphone. I'll have to monitor how loud I get, because I can always adjust my levels later. I know how to do that. I have a fan running in the background and a heat unit. I live at home. I'm too poor to afford my own place. So I'm very sorry for the audio quality. It's probably trash, and I get to re-listen to this, so that'll be very fun for me. I also ramble, so this will be interesting. I'll have to write down what I talk about. Otherwise, it'll be a mess. I keep trying to get to the point of what this will be. I've already mentioned kind of like my life and stuff, and like the trauma I'm dealing with, and my journey through therapy. And that's really kind of what it is gonna be, essentially. Like I said, it's gonna be like a journal of sorts, and the audio format. Sorry, as well, I am getting over a cold, ringing in the new year. Sick as fuck. I don't know. Just kind of hope that maybe this will, find the right ears and the right people. Maybe what I talk about will resonate and help someone. I really hope so, because life is hard. And I don't know, I just feel like people don't. Man, we're gonna have actual first episode content, maybe. We do. I feel like people, like when you're a kid, the adults in your life, they never want to ruin that childlike glee, which is nice. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen for everybody. And some people, they kind of lose that childhood sooner rather than later. So I don't know. I don't know a lot. Guess we can, in our technical first episode, these are all going to just be kind of however long they are. Some of them might be like 3 minutes, some of them might be like 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll just kind of see how we do. Some might be big heckin' long. But my name is Rebecca Bernazzoli, Becca for short. I am 24. I'm also a Cancer, and interested in astrology. I'm not obsessed, just interested. I live at home. I'm a full-time student still, hopefully going to graduate in about a year to a year and a half. And I work for REI, Recreational Equipment Incorporated. I really love camping and hiking and all sorts of that kind of stuff. So this will also be part of my fitness journey as well, because I am not going to the gym right now, I don't think. But I don't know. Losing weight would be nice to be healthy, but that's kind of my goal, is I want to be healthy. Like, I don't want to start like a workout fad and shit like that, and then I don't know, like, not end up sticking to it because it's boring, you know? Like, I want to exercise because I enjoy exercising, because it gives me dopamine, and because it makes me happy. And most of all, I just want to be healthy and strong. Like, who fight bear in forest. And happy. That's, like, the thing, you know? So, you'll hear a bit about that. Speaking of, I actually just exercised a little bit this morning. I did a little bit of yoga. I'm starting off slow and kind of just easing my body into it. I don't want to, overexert myself, because, bruh, I ain't doing that. But I'm starting to dedicate every morning, taking my dog Chica. Oh, she didn't move. Taking her for a WALK. I am not going to say it because she's right there and she will get excited. And this is only day 2. So hopefully this will also be a way for me to kind of keep myself in check and make sure that I am upholding myself to this process. Let's see, what else? My favorite colors are yellow and purple. I love otters, giraffes, penguins, and wolves. Those are my main favies. I'm also starting to explore some of my like spirituality and stuff. I feel like I have a really nice inclination to witchcraft. So that might not be everybody's cup of tea, but those will be probably specifically marked episodes. So if that's not your type of jazz, don't worry, those will be marked. I'll keep those separate probably. Also, not very religious. I grew up with a Catholic family, and it just never really resonated with me. Let's see. I'm really bad at talking about myself, apparently. Let's dive into kind of the main thing for why I wanted to start this. So trigger warning for anybody out there, if you're listening, who has dealt with depression and suicide specifically. Trigger warning, if it bothers you, I would say skip the next like. Alrighty, friends. For the trigger, you're going to want to skip to 11.5. I don't even know the specific day anymore. I've tried to not remember it. It's October, the end of October though, I think the end. Let's see, I have this app called Sense, and I put on it on the 25th of September is when I put this in. What? No, it's not. What? Oh my, that's wrong. I don't know, okay, whatever. Whenever I put it in, sorry, I just bumped my mic. Whenever I put it in, it's showing 3 months, 17 days, 8 hours, and 31 minutes. And I titled it Still Here. Back in October, I'd been drinking with some friends, and I'd had a really great night, and I don't know what happened on my way home. As most of the time with depression and anxiety, you don't really kind of know sometimes why you get triggered. But I was on my way home, and as I was coming down the road to my house, I really wanted to drive my car as fast as I could and just slam it into a tree. I was tired of life, tired of living. And I'm very fortunate and very blessed to have a fantastic brother. I called him. He was still over at the friend's house. And I told him I wasn't okay, and I was afraid to go inside by myself because I was afraid I would do something stupid. So he came home, and in that time period of waiting for him to get home, though, I sobbed. and hyperventilated and just did not have a very good time sitting in my car because I was too afraid to do anything. But he got home and we went inside, and I was going to go up to my room, and he told me no. He pulled me into his room, and we sat down on his couch, and he fired up his PlayStation, and then he told me about all of his friends on PlayStation. And there were a lot. And he just kind of told me, like, what games he met them on, if he still plays with them, if he knows them more, if he knows them less. And, he saved me that night. And, from there on out, I decided that I wanted to get help. Because I do want to be alive, you know? Like, I don't want to... I'm 24. I have so much to live for, and I, quite frankly, back in high school, didn't think I would make it past 18. I did not plan to make it past 18. I was going to graduate, and that was it. I'm still here. I'm very glad I'm here. I've had a lot of really fun experiences. I had a lot of fun stuff happen, and I decided I wanted to... Sorry if you can hear that. I am writing down notes for my podcast episode ideas. And that's fun. Okay. The chat. But I went and I saw my doctor, and while I was there, because I talked about what had happened, she had me call a behavioral center, and I got in to see them. See, October 29th was the day I went and got assessed. So I guess really the incident, I don't even know. Whatever. October 29th, I was assessed and admitted into their intensive outpatient care program, which was a 6 to 8 week program. And it was like group therapy, and it was honestly like one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It was eye-opening. It was really nice. I've got a lot of awesome papers and resources that I might end up sharing because I think they're nice, and I think people deserve to have them. But it gave me a severe hope for future, you know, and it made me just more aware, you know. And it was just a really eye-opening experience. I met a lot of really cool people there, and to anybody who is still in that program, I'm wishing you all the best luck and a very happy new year, of course. If you ever stumble upon this, if you remember me, and to anybody in that specific program or goes into a program like it, you're not alone. And I know it's hard. Trauma and pain. Sorry, I'm gonna move around. I need to charge my laptop. It's not a competition. You know, everybody's pain is different, and everybody's pain is valid. I can't give details for confidentiality, but there was someone in the program who had been through so much. They were very strong and very open about being tired of being strong. And I think that's a pretty monumental and pretty common thing for I'm gonna turn off that fan because my face is right next to it. It's pretty common. I knocked down my manger. Yes, I know, it is January, and I still have... Oh my god, Chica! Oh, baby! Oh, shoot! Hi, honey, I'm so sorry. I don't know if anybody can hear any of her noises, but she just sighed at me. I'm so sorry, honey. Mommy did not mean to just attack you with her little tiny manger. Oh, I'm so sorry, little lady. I'm so sorry. You're so cute. Would you like a treat for that? I was real effed up. That could have hurt her. Ooh, this podcast would have ended so soon. I would have been crying, y'all. Ooh. My baby girl's okay. Well, that was a, oh, my foot just cramped too. Ooh, boy. Oh, my foot is cramping. What a very exciting episode this is. I think that's kind of like the thing. That's the MO for people who have mental illnesses and have gone through trauma. Obviously, There are, like very big forms of trauma, like stuff that really changes you for the rest of your life. And I would say there are like smaller forms of trauma. Like personally, I would consider my stuff kind of like a smaller form of trauma. Like it never really shut me down, and it took me years to realize that it had affected me at all. And there are things that immediately it affects you. But don't ever make it a competition with other people. Your trauma and your pain is valid, no matter how big or how small it was, or is, if you're still going through it. It's tough. And like I said, you're not alone. There are people who absolutely understand you. And if anything, while they may not understand your situation, they definitely understand your pain. And they understand how you feel. Sometimes I think group is really beneficial because you're in that like-minded situation where, everybody else in your life doesn't get it. But then this complete and total room of strangers, they get it. They understand. And you grow a nice little support group of strangers, of people who get it. Man, I don't even know what else to talk about. Is there anything else I can talk about myself about? But yeah, so anyways, I had a whole thing. Is that a shirt? Oh, there's my boards. Yeah, I can talk about that. Last night, I had the big urge to go through some of my clothes and, I'm getting rid of a few articles, nothing major, but I've gained weight in the past, 2 years, so some of my shirts don't fit me as well as they used to. And I was like, why am I holding on to these shirts if they don't fit me? I'm not holding on. Okay, that was bad. I'm holding on to some shirts because they don't fit me, but it's they're just a little too tight on me. But, I'm really close to still fitting them. So, and I'm like, yeah. But I just want to utilize my space better and my drawers better. So I've kind of adjusted some of my clothing around. I have a little drawer of some rolled up shirts that don't fit me right now, but I will get rid of because I love them. I have a drawer of my summer not bikinis, those are not bikinis, Becca, that was cute. But my swimsuits and that kind of stuff. I'm looking at another drawer and I don't know what the hell is in it. Don't know. But then I cleared out. I had all my sheets in a little drawer. So living at home with my parents, while financially nice, I'll get into it in another episode, is the emotional draining part for me, which is a very fun topic, I guess. But so I keep most of my stuff in my room. Some of my stuff, because I did live on my own for 2 years, so I have kitchen stuff and other kind of stuff like that. It is in a different closet because I don't have the space for it. We are a very full house as well. There's quite a few of us in here, living it up. Got both of the parents, myself, my older brother, the one that saved me. I don't think I'm going to do names right now because nobody in my family knows I'm going to do a podcast until I probably post about this on Facebook and stuff and kind of shout it out on my social media. Oh my god, I can upload this stuff to YouTube. Oh my god, I should be recording myself. Nah, that's fine. I am recording myself. We can just put a really nice pretty background on it and upload it. Yeah. Hooray. And then my older sister and her 2 boys live with us. So, we have a nice sized house, so we fit well. It's just between the 3 children and then of course parents. Technically 5 children. There's a lot of stuff between us all. The brother though is married. He got married in August, so hooray! So I'm still very excited about that for them. And his wife is my best friend. So smooches, love you if you listen to this. Both of you. I don't think I could ever put into words how much they both mean to me. But they are looking at houses and stuff finally. And I always joke about how I want them to get out because we have a downstairs bedroom, which is actually originally a garage. And the people before us that had this house, they converted it into another room. So when he gets out of the house, I will get first dibs to that room if I'm not still living here myself. And I'm just excited because there's more space. Just to give you an idea of my room setup, I have a queen size bed. I have a dog crate, which is Chica's. I don't shut it. I used to on occasion, but I don't anymore because it is her safe space, and she really likes it, and she's sometimes she was lost whenever I took it down, so I have left it up for her. I have a big bookcase. I have 2 small bookcases stacked on each other. I have 2 closets. They're small, little separated ones. One of them is where I hang shirts and stuff, and the other side is shelving, which is really nice. And then I have a small dresser, like a lady-sized dresser, with my TV and my gaming entertainment stuff on top of it. I have a small little media stand. I have one of those plastic drawer bins that was originally in my closet and is now not. To, of course, again, better utilize my space, and it has worked really well. And then I do have a desk. I have an art desk that is really cool because you can take the desk part of it and you can pull it up, and there's little latches on it so you can kind of angle it. And then I have a rolling desk chair, a trash can, 2 hampers, and a nightstand, of course. So my room is full. I don't have a lot of space. And my desk actually sits in front of my closet with my clothes because I just have nowhere else to put it. So, getting the downstairs room, it's far bigger. It's about the size of 2 bedrooms, 2 regular sized bedrooms in the house. So getting the downstairs bedroom would be like a godsend, and I really hope I get it. Or that I move out and have my own space again, because that would be a huge help to my mental health. Woo for mental health. Regardless, I don't even know what I was talking about. This is why I need to write this stuff down, because where the hell was I going with this? I don't know. I figured it out. I learned something new. I'm recording this all on Audition, and I had my loop playback button selected, so it was trying to rewrite my audio I'd already done. Anyways, I stopped recording so I could go back and look, and I remembered what I was talking about. Good for me. But last night I wanted to kind of clean up my room a little bit more and utilize my space a little bit better. This started, I think right before I got sick, I think. But, I originally had the plastic drawers in my closet with my clothes under the shirts, which was great. But then I decided I wanted to stack 2 of my bookcases. And when I did that, I realized I have a bunch of stuff over on one of the old bookcases that sits by my door. It's like my Alexa. I have a, oh no, stop, Alexa. I apparently forget how she works. I have I used to put my keys there. I put I have a little thing for my rings. Anyways, I have stuff on there and stuff that gets plugged in the wall. So I was like, oh god, what am I going to do now? And I was like, oh, I can pull that out, and then I have a new spot for stuff. So I pulled that out. And, I don't know, it's just I have, because what initially started was I wanted access to my window, but I can't get access to it. So I get to suffer in that regard. Oh my god, it is only 9 in the morning. This is so weird. I'm also kind of New Year's resolutioning, but more I'm just trying to make promises to myself because I hate the idea of the New Year's resolution thing because I never stick to it. I'm trying to get on a better schedule and kind of be up to date with myself. So it's kind of weird to be like this earlier. Warning. Burp ahead. Sorry, I'm also a really gross lady. Just a 24-year-old lady. Shouts out to Jenna Marbles. There's a good thing to talk about. We can talk about good old Jenna. Jenna Mori. We miss her. Smooches and love to her and Mr. Julian Salamita. They got another racing greyhound that they are, what's the word? Rescuing? Recovering? They're not keeping them. They're rehabilitating them. Anyways, that's another episode. That's another topic for another episode. So yeah, I have started moving stuff around again. And I have more to do today, moving-wise. I did some of it last night. And it hit 5 o'clock. I ate dinner and I think by 6:30 I was probably asleep. I was exhausted. I'd been awake probably close to 24 hours, I think. We were closing in on it. And so I passed out, and I wasn't even mad because I do have like a night routine I want to start doing too. But I was like, I'm not going to be mad at myself for having a very successful, accomplished day. Because I also went and had my allergist appointment yesterday, and then I went and I did like maybe like an hour and a half's worth of like driving through the mountains, which was really pretty, and it was really nice for my soul. And I went to a scenic overlook that I really love, and I just hung out and sat for a little bit with myself and the few other people who came to the scenic overlook as well, because people stop and get out, it's a scenic overlook. So yesterday was a really good day, so I was like, I'm not gonna be mad that I am about to pass the F out and sleep. Oh yeah, room. So I have started moving stuff around. I didn't finish talking about the tree either, but my brother bought me a rainbow Christmas tree. And it was like a cheap $25. It's a little 4-foot plastic pre-lit kind of tree. But I kind of want to cry thinking about it. It was just a really sweet gesture. Also, for those who don't know, I'm pretty gay. Nice and gay. Bisexual, leaning towards pansexual. I think bi is just easier to tell people because people don't understand everything like that. But yeah. So, if you're homophobic, goodbye. If you are chill with people who are, a little different from you, hello. So, but yeah, he bought me the rainbow tree, and I'm gonna leave it up all year because I like it. And I decided I could decorate it for, like Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and 4th of July and all that good stuff. Alright, well, oh no, it's gonna be weird now. If you have listened through all the way, then, see, I wrote this down and I'm still like, herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. If you listened all the way, you'll know that this is gonna be, no holds barred. I'm gonna talk about everything and anything for the most part, considering I am gonna put this on my Facebook and my personal social media. So, some of my friends might listen to this. If you guys do, you are the best, and I love you for listening to me ramble for 30 minutes. It was longer than 30, but not by a lot. I cut out just a lot of, I'm coughing and sniffling a lot right now, so I've been cutting that stuff out, and any particularly long pauses. So if it sounds a little choppy and weird, that's my bad. I am, quite frankly, a little too lazy to make it sound, super professional, because, let's be real, I'm not professional. Yeah, so that is gonna be my, first real podcast episode. I don't have a sign-off. I don't have an intro. I think those will just come with the territory as we podcast. So, to anybody coming on this ride with me, thank you. Share it with your friends and your family. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring-a-ding-ding-da-da bell button. Post it on your social media. To anybody who just wants to listen to some poor girl ramble about her life and happenstances, join us. I'm going to do my best to keep it not political. The political climate in the States obviously is still very, very sketchy, in my opinion. For those curious, I would say I'm probably a little more liberal than I am anything else. Really, I'm just on the side of be a decent human being. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't be racist and homophobic and all that stuff, just I don't know, man. Just be nice to people, man. Which is funny considering I am a very rude and mean individual usually. I'm working on that. We're trying to be nicer. So yeah, deuces. And thanks for listening.